What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to day 12 of the Football Manager Advent Calendar Challenge. We are back again as always. Hopefully you're having a good day so far today. I will apologise for the fact this video is going up as late as it is. The fact of the matter is, I had a bit of a busy weekend. And, well, I've come back today, realising, not actually done today's Advent Calendar video. So today, it's like 7 PM right now. This video is going to be going up in the next few hours. Hopefully you enjoy. That does mean there might be a knock-on effect tomorrow, where tomorrow's episode is later. But I am going to, kind of promise now, I am aiming to get these videos going back up at midday, kind of sooner rather than later. Because it's kind of less than ideal for me to work all day and come back to this. So, well, with that out of the way, shall we pick a name out of the box? We are just going to get one at random. I have one here. I can see the letter through the post-it note, just to kind of pull back the curtain somewhat. I can see what letter this is today. Yesterday, it was the letter U. Today, if I can actually open it. Come on, Jack. You got this. There we go. It's the letter Q. It's literally the worst letter like I could have got. There aren't actually going to be that many players. Let's hope I get some money to spend. I don't know what happens if I can't find a player. What is the situation? I don't actually know. Right. Let's spin the wheel. Let's give it a whirl. Hopefully we can get up and get a little bit luckier. You know, if I can get some money, charisma, perfect. If not, could be a situation. Anyway, let's bring on the wheel. Okay, guys, so we are back. The wheel returns. I'm going to be honest. Yesterday, with the letter U, I didn't think it could get worse. It's got worse. The letter Q today, if we get £10,000 again, or was it however much it was yesterday, it wasn't a lot of money. There could be problems. Let's give the wheel a spin. Let's see what we get. Please be good to me, wheel. Please be good to me. Keep going. Keep going. No. No. £50,000. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay. Don't panic, Jack, just yet. We need to get in FM. We need to see who we can sign. This is going so badly today. The episode's late. We've got the letter Q. We have no money to spend. Let's get in Football Manager. Back to Santa Claus FC. Hopefully we can strengthen the side. Otherwise, well, we're going to have a little bit of a predicament, aren't we? Okay, guys, so welcome back here to Santa Claus FC. We're back in game, of course. Yesterday, we got a new player, and, well, we had some great nickname suggestions for the man. He is, of course, our 12th addition to the team. It was this guy, Marcus Usitalo. Now, there was some fantastic nickname suggestions. There was Mistletoalo, which is the name I've gone with, but there was also another one, which was, I think, Christmas or Musicalo. Carolo, I can't remember. It was a great nickname. People said it was great. I can't remember it now, which kind of takes away from the whole point, doesn't it? If you didn't see that comment, go back to yesterday's video, I guess, and find it. Today, we have a new game. We're playing FC Inter, which, as far as I'm concerned, sounds like, you know, a rip-off of Inter Milan. But, I mean, they're a real team, apparently, so we have to play them. And, well, today we have £50,000. The letter is Q. There's some options. There's actually a few options here. We have a 40-year-old called Quim who plays in goal. He actually, I'm going to be honest, he doesn't look that bad, does he? 40 years old. He's played for Portugal at international level. I feel like I've encountered this guy in one of my FM saves in the past. So he's an option, although yesterday we did get a goalkeeper. Another option we've got is this guy, Yosimar Quintero, who actually plays for Chelsea's from Ecuador. And other than that, there's this guy, Kvik, who actually plays at FC Inter. Now, part of the kind of cynical part of me wants to take this guy, but actually looking at it, he's never played for FC Inter. He's played once off the bench, so he's probably not going to be the best option today. There's not a lot of players here, is there? There's a few players down a little bit lower, like Quigley here on a free. But, oh, I was about to say, I'm very underwhelmed, but this guy, Jordi Quintilla, who, formerly of Barcelona, and, well, as you can see, he's had a bit of a career. He ended up at Sporting Kansas. He's available on a free. Well, he seems like a kind of logical player to get in. I feel like he's quite a good centre mid. Can get him on a free transfer as well. So, welcome Jordi Quintilla to the team, or Quintella. Or Quintilla, actually, Jack. We'll get there eventually. Third time. I don't want to edit his stats. Calm down, Jack. We don't need to change the narrative that much. We want to actually move him to my team for no money. And we don't even have to enter a value because he's a free transfer. So welcome to the team, Jordi. Now, there's a few reasons behind getting this guy. Firstly, it gives me some options. And the reason it gives me some options is because we needed a centre mid. So it's good to have that addition in our side. Now, the dilemma I've got is at the moment Hakala's playing as our shadow striker because we've got a few injuries, of course. Friesman, yesterday injured, out for 2 to 3 weeks. Going to miss a few days of our Christmas. So he's not available. So actually, Quintella here, or Quintilla. We'll get there eventually. A good addition, of course. If you have got a nickname suggestion for this guy, feel free to leave it down below. I thought yesterday's name was a very hard one, and we got some of the best suggestions so far, a few of them. I'm hoping we can have some good suggestions again today. So he's going to play actually at Shadow Striker. Looking at the rest of the team, we can actually bring back in Darren Rudolph now, which is nice. We then have Saint Nick, Liam Jinglebell, Yanni Letsky, and No Ho 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 at right back. In the centre midfield, we have Victor Elf, Christmas Xhaka, Santa's little helper. In the centre attacking mid positions, we have Ronald Dennis Snow, we have Quintilla, and we, of course, have Candy Cane up top. And, well, FC Inter, the team we're going to be taking on, we're still top of the league. I don't know when the other teams are going to play the games they have in hand on us. We must have a gap soon in our fixtures. And actually, looking at it, it looks like it's going to be the next set of games, which we have a little bit of a gap in. And I imagine other teams are going to play then. So, kind of next episode, tomorrow, we should have a better idea already where we lie in the table. But as you can see at the moment, technically top of the league. Obviously, a few teams with plenty of games in hand on us. But a good result here could put us in a good little situation. FC Inter in 6th. They're not going that strongly, so this is a game I think we can win if we can give a good performance here. So, we're going to stick with the Christmas tree formation. Hopefully Quintilla can have a good debut today. Hopefully, you know, we've got a few players here. One yellow card away from a suspension. I'm hoping that they don't all kind of lose their temper in this game, because that could leave us in a bit of an awkward situation if we have many more players out, because, well, that would, of course, result in us needing to bring back in some of the Finnish amateurs into the first team, which, I'm going to level with you, not something I really have in kind of my plans of things to do with this series. So hopefully the players can be well behaved, or if they are going to get booked, only a few of them do. But anyway, we are at home here against FC Inter. This is going to be, of course, our 12th game of the season. And I believe it's our 12th. It must be our 12th because, of course, it's episode 12 today. But with this game being our 12th, that's actually going to mark halfway through this series. So that's going to be kind of nice to get to the halfway mark. Of course, I've got to level with you. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know I do these shorter series from time to time, and often they just kind of fizzle out. I feel like people lose interest in them. The support on this series has been superb. I'm kind of enjoying playing Football Manager in kind of a slightly less normal way, if that makes sense. It's a little bit out of the ordinary, I feel like, to approach Football Manager in this way. But I'm having good fun with it, and you guys seem to be enjoying it too. There's been really good engagement every day. You guys giving me the nickname suggestions, kind of helping me out with the rules as we've kind of gone along and had to kind of establish them. And it seems like you guys are thoroughly enjoying it, which is absolutely fantastic. So hopefully, you know, to mark halfway through the season, we can stay top of the league. Oh my gosh, Santa's little helper has just hit the woodwork from 30 yards out. What a goal that could have been for him. But yeah, halfway there. And we're living on a prayer in the words of Bon Jovi. We're actually halfway to the title as well as things standard. Hopefully, I guess with the logic that our team will continue to improve, we should win the league, hopefully. Maybe. Which, after the first episode, I never thought I'd be saying that. But we got a little bit lucky with the wheel. To be fair, in recent days, with players like Nicky Shorey, Yanni Letsky, Quintilla, Victor Elf, I guess, was another kind of average kind of player. Liam Angel, of course. We've had a few bad players in there of late. Of course, Friesman, a nice addition. And, well, Traore's just scored for them. Which Traore is it? It's Abdou Traore. I didn't even know he played for FC Inter. I guess they may have signed him. I don't actually know. Looking at the stats so far for this game, we've had 63% of the ball, fantastic. 7 shots, none on target. That is not good enough. Candy Cane, sort your game out. For Santa's little helper did hit the woodwork from 30 yards. I won't blame him for anything. But, well, Quintilla, the new man, kind of our Friesman alternative. We need him to have a better game today. We need him to step up and have a debut to remember. And, well, Traore smashed this. It's not really in the bottom corner, is it? I feel like Darren Rudolph there has done a bit of a carry-us on the Payet free kick at the weekend there. He's not really got across to it all that well. And, well, I'm looking at Missiltolo, I can't remember his name. Missiltolo? I can't remember. Send help. Our other goalkeeper, the guy we got yesterday, and I came up with a great nickname for. Well, you guys did, and I gave it to him. Can't remember the nickname now. But maybe I should play him in goal instead. Candy Cane, go on, hit that. For a second, just a split second, I believed we were going to get a goal there. 1-0 it remains at the break. That's not good enough, boys. Aggressive. Show a bit of desire, boys. Sort it out. It's not been good enough. And, well, what have we got? 45 minutes left in this game to turn this around. Bruma, he's got a 5th goal now for Maraham, who I believe are kind of the team set to go top of the league. They're quite good, to be fair. But, well, we need to get a win here. We want to keep top of the table whilst we can, especially if we are going to have a few games coming up where everyone else is kind of, everyone else is playing and we're not. We want to be in the best situation we can be in. And right now, we're just getting FM'd. Right, time to go on the attack, boys. Time to go on the kill. Looking at the stats, it's not been great, has it? Let's be honest here. I'm gonna stick with Xhaka there, actually. Looking at the stats, we're dominating the game statistically, but FC Inter, they've gone up twice. They've had 2 shots on target. They've both hit the back of the net. The issue I've really got as well is that we don't quite have enough players, 12 games into the series to kind of drastically change a match on off the bench. By the end of the series, 24 players hand-picked by me. You'd hope we'd have options at that point, but we are barely fielding now a starting 11 of kind of players of my choosing. But anyway, we're going forward on the attack. Candy Kane probably should have scored. It was blocked well. St. Nick, not kind of the baller quality I was looking for from Nick Shorey there, unfortunately. Keeper held on to it well. But, I don't know, less than ideal. 25 minutes left. We're dominating the game. We're just not hitting the target. But the issue I've got is there's not a whole host of options in terms of what I can do here with our current players. I feel like we do need to push people on a little bit more. So we're going to play Ronaldinho Snow alongside Candy Kane as a striker. His fitness, a little bit of a struggle. Looking at Candy Kane here, a 6.1 rating for him. That just really isn't good enough. At least we haven't had any injuries yet, and there's no bookings either. I'm trying to find silver linings here because this game as a whole has been a nightmare. Look at it. Look at the stats. FC Inter, they've been clinical. They've been great. Defensively, when we've had to be good defensively, we've not been great. Going forward, I mean, I don't think we've had a highlight since we hit the woodwork. It's just not good enough, is it? As I said, I don't really have the changes and the options on the bench to change it. We have Liam Angel and we have Mistletoe Aloe. It's just, I don't have the ability to change a game that drastically, unfortunately. And, well, this game, one to forget. I feel like, the last defeat we had, we were playing the reverse Christmas tree. It was all a bit of a predictability kind of match-up in terms of how it was going to go. This game, no predictability about it. FC Inter win 2-0. I described them as a knockoff Inter Milan. But going into this episode, I have to now apologise profusely. Maraham actually leapfrogged us, and they've played 2 games left, and they are still unbeaten. They're going pretty strong. They've got Bruma leading the way. They've picked up Nuri as well. Let's just have a quick look at who else in the division has been signing players. I'm kind of curious. If we look at transfers here and look at the fees, so there's been some pretty big moves. Rennie Adelaide has joined SJK, who have actually signed quite a few players here. Insua from Stuttgart has joined FC Inter, who we played today. They've also signed Alessandro Drini, even, who's a pretty good addition to their team. So FC Inter, actually, who we've lost to, it actually looks like they have signed a few fairly decent players. Maraham as well, doing some pretty hefty business. You can see quite a few players coming in, players like Leinhardt as well, from Real Madrid. They've made moves, and to be fair, their teams really aren't that bad. So as much as I feel like our team's getting stronger each and every episode, looking at some of the players here that teams have been signing, they're not bad teams, are they? As I said, Traore picked up, as we noticed, by Inter. They have a good side, and it's going to be tough. One half of the season gone. I mean, we're still top, but we can't read into that. If we can not have a negative goal difference, of course, that would be a lovely bonus, really. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap things up from me. Guys, hopefully you did enjoy today's episode as always. It was a fun one. I really enjoyed it. The result a bit so-so, but we've got the letter Q out of the box now. I feel like that's one name gone that I no longer have to worry about. As always, if you have enjoyed today's episode, leave a like. If you have got a nickname suggestion for, of course, Quintilla, please leave it down in the comments. Your suggestions, as I said yesterday, were superb. Hopefully we can have more of them today. And other than that, thank you so much for watching as always. Hopefully I can get caught up on my backlog. And it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.